Vijay from DG Vaishnava. Inform your friends to join. And Srija, also inform your friends to join immediately. Sir, start பண்ணலாங்க.
பண்ணுங்க மேடம். ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஜாயின் ஆகட்டும். அதர் காலேஜ் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் யாரும் இருக்காங்களா?
இருக்காங்க சார்.
இருக்காங்களா?
இருக்காங்க. பவித்ரா இருக்காங்க, ஸ்ரீஜா இருக்காங்க. ஒரு 4-5 காலேஜஸ்ல இருந்து ஜாயின் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணிருக்கேன் சார்.
ஓகே ஓகே மேடம்.
So good morning, everyone. And the Department of Computer Science and Applications is organizing an alumni talk on future trends and challenges in iOS. I welcome you all. I would like to call Dr. J. Dileepan, Professor and Head, Vice Principal Admin, to deliver the welcome address. Sir.
Thank you, madam. So a very warm good morning to one and all present here. It's a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome you all to this wonderful webinar on future trends and challenges in iOS, organized by the Department of Computer Science and Applications, SRMIST of Science and Technology, Ramapuram campus. First, I would like to express my hearty welcome our beloved alumni, Mr. Sukumaran. He studied MCA in 2008-11 batch for having graciously and readily accepted our invitation. And I extend a cordial welcome to our faculty coordinators, staff members, and students from various institutions to this wonderful session. So today the topic is about iOS. So it is a mobile operating system for Apple manufactured devices, and it runs on the iPhone, iPad Touch, and Apple TV also. So it is best known for serving as the underlying software that allows iPhone users to interact with their phones using gestures such as sweeping, tapping, and pinching. So it gets a lot of features like multitasking, social media, iCloud, and Game Center and Notification Centers. So the career in iOS application development is a good and there are immense job opportunities that provide good pay packages and even better career development. So I am sure that the session will be more useful to you all to learn many new skills in this area, and as well as what are the industrial opportunities in the near future. So once again, I welcome you all to this wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to call Mrs. J. Shobana, Assistant Professor, MCA Department, to read the chief guest profile.
Yes, ma'am. Happy in welcoming you all for the event. Our guest speaker, Mr. Sugumaran, started his career as software associate with RU Information Technologies from 2013 to 15. Then he moved on to BharatMatrimony.com and worked there as senior software engineer for 4 years till 2019. During that period, he received Best Employee of the Year award and bagged a trophy presented by Mr. Dhoni. He then worked from 2019 to 20 with Astrowet.com. From there, he moved on to the company XSC Texol. There, an app he developed with his team was placed under top 10 position in Google's international level event. He is currently working as tech lead with Colon Infotech. Added with all this, I am proudly mentioning that Mr. Sugumaran is the Vice President of our Department Alumni Association named Young Springs. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to invite Mr. Sugumaran to present the screen.
Thank you, ma'am. First of all, I thank our HOD Dilipan sir for giving this great opportunity, and I should thank our dear assistant professors for making this seminar and have helped me very well. And not only here, when I was in as a student, they have helped me a lot. And thank you, professors, to make as now I'm here. Then today's what I'm going to take is future trends and challenges in iOS. So yeah, this is the, what in iOS, what we do.
Sukumaran? Sukumar, please unmute.
Sugumaran, no audio, ma. Unmute and talk.
Mute actually. Yes,
Hello?
yes. Okay.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about future trends and challenges in iOS. Yeah, first, first we have, with the boom that is happening in current technology, is almost every sector is experiencing and witnessing and enhancement positive changes in development field. Secondly, technological advances and innovations that are making place all are set to amaze and new, innovative, and even exciting features. The mobile industry witnessing and also acknowledgement that is experiencing the most technological advancements that is happening this year. Particularly, many business and organizations are leveraging heavily making use of this strategy. This to make the mobile products as well the business they do. Great in the already prominent in the market. Other than that, the basic features they are offered by mobile app development companies. Mobile apps are now seen to be integrated various trading technologies such as IoT, Internet of Things, AI, artificial intelligence, chatbots, VR, virtual reality, and AR, augmented reality. iOS platforms in general seem playing a significant part which comes to a development spec at mobile market. In this article, we will know the knowledge how the iOS are developed in the trends in the year 2021 and aspect. Yeah. This is about how the mobile technology and how it is coming on. Next, we are going to see is the programming languages for mobile development. The basic language is nothing but for mobile development is that Swift, Objective-C, Java, Kotlin, React Native, Flutter. Swift and Objective-C will be using for native iOS app, for developing native iOS app. Java, Kotlin is used for native Android app, whereas Flutter and React Native is used for hybrid applications. That is, it can be used both iOS and Android. So for this purpose, these are the languages for use for mobile development. Yeah. Next, the technology that powers the application in iOS is that in programming languages is we use in iOS is Swift, Objective-C, and technologies we use is iOS SDK, iOS native dev kit, and database we use is SQLite, Core Data, and testing we use here is Simulator and Test Labs. IDE is nothing but we use Xcode. OS support here is iOS 12.0. The last version is 4.6, and 15 is under the beta version. In design we use is flat design. So next we are going to see about the language about the Swift. Swift is that currently we are following the Swift language. It is full is developed by Apple. So Swift is the most and fastest understanding language compared to other languages. And now here the latest version of Swift is Swift 6 is a programming language which is going to come within a few days or few months, I think so. So now we are going to see about Swift 5. In iOS developers could not get enough of Swift 5 and Swift 5.1, where they were launched in 2020. It had amazing features that took app development to the next level. The Swift 5 was also about faster development and top-notch user experience. The version had features such as compiler language updates. Compiler language updates is nothing but Swift 5.1 comes with these new languages features such as property wrappers, introducing consistent context for defining the custom access patterns for property value like delayed initializers, thread, specific storage, automatic operations, etc. Then the return keyword is not need for a single expression, getters, or functions. Self can be used for value types and classes. The other compiler default values for the properties with default initializers. Next, we are going to see is stable ABI and binary compatibility. ABI is nothing but application binary interface was declared and stable for Swift 5 app development. As a result, Swift libraries have become incorporated in every iOS, tvOS, watchOS, and macOS too, which was earlier a problematic element. Whenever energized to develop apps for iOS, the application will now be easier to develop, much smaller size, and since they will not include any libraries. Next, we go up with package managers update. The Swift package managers comes with a series of new features in the Swift 5 app development versions, which includes dependency mirroring, customized development targets, target-specific build settings, and the capability to generate the code coverage data. In addition to this, the Swift run command includes a compilatory to import libraries in REPL. REPL is nothing but read, eval, print loop, which building an executable. In Swift 5, also it implements the package development proposals and Swift evolution process. Is nothing but is coming under dependency mirroring, platform deployment, settings, and target specific buildings. Next, we move on to standard library updates. Swift 5 standard library comes with the following new features set is that the string has re-implemented with the UTF-8 encoding, which results in faster code, and it has a better support for raw text in the strings literals, and the SIM is nothing but SIMD, a single instruction multiple data vector, and result types have been added, performance improvements in set and dictionary, and it has enhancement in string implementations, giving flexibility for constructing text from data. Next, we move on module stability. Swift 5 makes it possible to create binary frameworks which can be shared with other who leverage languages added support for modularity stability. This in turn makes it extremely convenient and speedy for developers to develop apps in iOS. And it defines a new text-based module interface file which describes the binary frameworks API and enabling it to get compiled, which codes helps for different compiler versions. Next, we will move on to Swift syntax updates. It has been re-architecture with separate focus on improving the performance by using parser and shift compiler. Additionally, performance of syntax tree visitations and its related operations have been improved through re-architecting of internal data structures. So these are the versions and features in Shift 5 language, and in Shift 6, which details of are yet to be unrevealed, and it can be expected to be nothing more powerful than Shift 5. Our speculations are better tooling with the package managed, accuracy in diagnostic, better debugging support, memory ownership model, additional concurrency support, etc. Next, we move on to AR and VR integration. AR is nothing but augmented reality, and VR is visual reality. So in iOS development, in playing an important as well as crucial role is the virtual reality and augmented reality world. Now, developer, we are able to put focus on building real-time and intuitive applications for increasing and enhancing the enriched user experience. This is going to be possible with augmented reality as well as virtual reality. These two technology sector verticals mark its position as the next major important iOS app trending that happens in 2001. Also, last year, Apple introduced features like depth capabilities and face tracking to the ARKit. This year, we might to see more connections being to build with ARKit and Apple Neutral Engine, making visual experience much better. Apps such as IKEA are already making use of and implementing this wonderful, amazing feature for this technology in order to provide better consumer experience. Other examples of AR VR applications are going to be is that in Google's Just Line, Draw in AR, and Google Lens we are using, and Dance Reality in that they have used House. So these are the apps, as well as in Pokemon Go. These are the apps they have used AR and VR integrations. So if you, these are the apps. So in IKEA, if you go to the Apple Store, so you can see IKEA Place, which they have a lot of what to say, like chairs, pens, whatever it is. So for example, if you're having a chair, so you will be setting a place. If you took photo and you make the chair over there, and we can see the particular place, whether the chair is suitable or not. So like that in Just a Line, so like that IKEA Place app is used. So in Just a Line, it's a Google app. So this also is used for augmented reality. If you go and download the app, you can see that. And Pokemon Go is also, it's virtual reality while playing to that game actually. And Google Lens, I think so all you know about. So if you go to Google Lens and it will be taking the picture what the screen has, automatically it shows in Google. So what you're searching, you don't type, you won't type over there. Dance reality is nothing but in which is, if you different types of dance, if you click what type of dance means, so it makes it shows each step how we should dance. So it's and all comes under the app itself. It's like augmented reality. So it's very useful and very powerful apps. It can be generated in future trends. Next, we move on to machine learning. So machine learning is that iOS will get the powerful of machine learning when it's integrated with Core ML framework soon. And Core ML will be the biggest norm for customizing and personalizing an iOS app developing process to create innovative apps. We believe that Apple will continue to build upon the improvements of Core ML updates like new layer types, support for encrypting models, ability to host model updates on CloudKit, etc. Irrespective of what awaits for the iOS app development domain, there is one thing we can say with utmost and graduate, we'll see a lot of intelligent applications entering in the market in the iOS apps. These are the apps in machine learning and intelligent apps in App Store, and we can download. That is nothing but from Microsoft. They have given Cortana app used machine learning, and this is also a Microsoft app shift key keyword using the machine learning. And all you know about the face app, I think so. How the faces are according to changes. So all the things based upon the machine learning, it changes according in the apps. So next we go on to the Internet of Things. So Internet of Things is nothing but we know all about which the mobile is connected to all devices. What I mean, watches, TV, fan. So what and all we need it automatically connect, and we can able to do from where we are. So Internet of Things is nothing but one of the IoT font. We are expecting to see Apple working on bettering the efficiency of is that HomeKit. HomeKit is like framework. It's support to connect with other devices. We are likely going to witness iOS app developers using the HomeKit framework to configure accessories and creating actions for controlling them, triggering them with the help of Siri. So with the ever increasing popularity, the exponential growth of the iPhone market and iOS app developers are focusing on concentrating to their efforts on the latest technologies in order to create apps and re-evaluate the industry. IoT enables iOS apps are bound to make smartphones easily connect with smart wristwatches, bands, and many other wearable devices. They are going to facilitate data sharing and transfer. For example, we'll be having Apple Watch 2, so which the iPhone and the watch is connected, and with the help of watch, we can able to know the call, the messages, and we can able to talk. So all these things is with the help of HomeKit, which is connected to the mobile. So there's no need we should take a mobile and talk and all. So within a hand, with the watch, we can able to talk, and we can within the watch we can know our how many steps we have gone, and our BP level and foot control. All these things, it's controlled in the watch itself, the wearable device itself, what we do. So it is easy, we can know what we are doing day to day, and we can control our body fit also with the help of wearable devices and other devices. Industries such as help of devices, we can know like agriculture, healthcare as well, logistics, already defining customers and various customers by IoT integration to this iOS applications. And many applications use this, like IoT is like Internet of Things, air conditioners. Air conditioners something but which is connected with the mobile, and with the mobile itself we can able to operate the air conditioners, and we can able to change our we can able to change the cooling of the air controls with the mobile itself. And bridges, it controls the from the mobile itself, we can control over there. Routers also we can able to do within the mobile, and we can connect each routers onto the mobile. Security purpose also, which controls on the mobile itself. And sensors, you all know, in all the mobiles comes under sensors purpose only. And speakers also, now we can connect the Bluetooth with help of the Bluetooth BLE. So we can able to do control the speakers too in the mobile itself. Sprinklers, switches, thermostats, TVs, garbage doors, humidifiers, air purifiers, receivers, cameras, door falls, fans, fax, lights, locks, windows. These all the things is control the one and device in mobile itself with the help of the Apple HomeKit, and we can do from the place where we are in. Next, we are move on to CloudKit. So CloudKit is nothing but in which we are saving all data in our cloud. This is the right here. The picture is that iCloud core data. This iCloud is a framework. The help of iCloud CloudKit framework. We are creating a iCloud core data, and we are having our iCloud Drive, and what are the things we have to save? The photos and libraries which can be saved to the CloudKit. Yeah, cloud technologies is that promises to bring a lot different opportunities to the iOS app and its development community. The technology is vertical name cloud integration helps both users as well as the app developers. The iOS developers can use and leverage the cloud platform for development and creation, thus making it faster, quicker, and much simpler. Benefits that cloud integration brings to the iOS app development. Its sector include app scalability, cost reduction, and the security purpose. With over 1 PB is nothing but petabyte of free storage, developers can store the entire app data in iCloud backed by the functionalities of real-time syncing, simple sharing, and powerful service like authentication and server-side storage and scale. Now we'll be having version controls like SVN, JIT. So these are the version controls which we can back up all the codes with the help of the iCloud's cloud kits only. So without that, we can able to store the data in the backend. That is a cloud kit. So these types of various memories we have used like bytes, kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, terabytes, petabytes, exabytes, petabytes, and last yottabytes. So according to the bytes, we will be storing all. According to bytes, we will be storing all the documentations, photos. So what and all we have in, so we can store in the cloud kit. With the help of cloud kit only, we can able to store and we can able to retrieve when we need it. So these things happen with the help of the cloud kit. And this is the cloud kit apps, which in iCloud Drive and iCloud Photos. So iCloud Drive is nothing but in which we can store all our documentations like PDF files, Word files, Excel files, so slides. So these are the things can be stored in iCloud Drive and iCloud Photos. Photos nothing but in which you are taking photos, all these things, photos, and will be stored in iCloud Photos, and iCloud Photos will be showing the memories each and every year you have taken that, right? So all the things, it will be shown each and memories like 2016 memories, 17 memories, 18 memories. So these and all stored in iCloud Kit, and they are showing each and every year and every month. So the 2016 in January month, we have taken these photos. So it's combined and show all the things. It's while seeing that memory, it's very pleasure to see that previous year what we have done. So with the help of cloud kit only, we can able to store and we can able to see all these things. So next we are going to see is the iOS 15, the emerging OS going to come to the iOS. So thereon we have now is iOS 13 and 14 versions were mind-blowing and also expected from iOS 15 too. Every starts with iOS users migrating on new versions, and the app developers will have more jobs to migrate the existing apps to a new OS. Having said that, business would update their existing apps to meet the new features. So as much as in iOS 14 was revolutionary, and in iOS 15 expected to limitless. So many is going to come in iOS 15. There are many speculations being made about iOS 15, and now it would impact in iOS development services. But honestly, we would know nothing until we see it ourselves to that. Is that nothing but when we going to they will be conducting every year WWDC, a Worldwide Development Council, which they will be announcing. So what and all, what products they will be introducing, what languages updates, and what new features they are going to give. And these are things they will be updating in WWDC. So with the help of that, we can able to know. So if they're introducing iOS 15 means, so in iOS 15, what and all features are you going to give and how it will be. So all these things will be telling in WWDC, as well as the new phones. Like till now we have iPhone 12, and in every year they will be releasing a new phones. So before that they will be releasing WWDC. So in that they will be saying about new iPhones and about the futures, and it is very useful. WWDC, if we see WWDC means we can know what are the trends in iOS, and we can easily understand and we can update on iOS every year when we see WWDC. So businesses are updating the apps according to the iOS versions. The science which we have is that, in iPhone is that iOS 14 was released. So 81% of devices is introduced the last 4 years of iOS 14 is nothing but, and iOS 13 is 17% and 2% is earlier. Is that so? We'll be having iPhone 5s, iPhone 6, and now we are having iPhone 12. So iPhone 5s is having up to the limitations that iPhone 12. So after that, they can update. So if you want to update the recent versions, so you need to buy a new phone, or else which support you can buy iPhone 6s, 7, so which support the newest version. So like that, so they have had 81% of all devices introduced the OS the last 4 years, and 72% of iOS 14 is updated to all devices. So which means, so 72% of they have updated to iOS 14, and 18% they have only iOS 13, and 10% are earlier. Which means some may have up to, some the device have iOS 5 or 6 only. So they cannot update iOS 14. So they can see only up to iOS 13 only. So in this, you want to update your OS, or you want to see iOS 14, nothing go. We should buy a new brand iOS phone only. Then only we can able to see to the iOS 14. So next we go for chatbots. So chatbot is nothing but what can I help you with, and how it can be, what all queries you can will be asking, and that can be cleared by the chatbots only. So chatbots as used in mobile technology. So now we are going with that. So chatbot technology has been taken by storm over customer support for various and different industries, and chatbots promises and acknowledges to offer you immense benefits and advantages. They work 24/7 without having any waiting time for customers and users. When the business apps is available to easily satisfy the customer queries on the go, they also to make decisions to buy faster. And recently, the Starbucks came up with useful chatbots feature and functionality. Here, the customer can make his choice of coffee and the shop of location via the app. The My Starbucks barista is the app. After that, he only needs to visit the chosen Starbucks shop and get his favorite cup of coffee with the help of where he ordered in the Starbucks with the help of chatbots. So here we have the apps in App Store, the Starbucks, as well as the Bharat Matrimony app. So if you go to Bharat Matrimony app also, so you will be having a chatbots in which if you has any queries, anything you needed, so it can be cleared and it can be rectified within hours. That is the help of chatbots only. We do not go for a customer care and all, calling by them and all. No, there is no need of with the help of chatbot itself. It can be cleared and it can be rectified. What and all queries you given to the particular app in the Bharat Matrimony. So next we are going for artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but it's a future mobile application development which going to enhance the mobile technology. So AI is artificial intelligence is one aspect of computer science that is focused on the development of intelligent machines that functions and work like humans. Interestingly, this technology, which is now being gradually incorporated to the mobile worlds and is emphasizing on the development of mobile applications that can solve problems which planning, learning, and performing speech recognizing text, recognizing tasks. No doubt, this technology, which has become essential part of the industry, is here to stay. Is that AI and Siri are the last in our list of iOS mobile apps trends. Ever since Siri was integrated into Apple devices, the technology gained much recognition worldwide. The personal assistant was impressive due to the feature and the functionality it offered to the users. With the Siri question of AI or artificial intelligence added a major boost to personal assistant working. Like I know all you know about the Siri. So Siri is nothing but in which if you saying to Siri, Siri call, so what are the contexts you have? For example, call Arun means it automatically goes to Arun and it calls the Arun to the person. So which we no need to type the Arun and type on calling to them. So just we saying that Arun calling means automatically it goes, there's a call to the Arun. So same way, like which means, and the automation is like, it is that there's a mobile connected to a light, different colors light means. So Siri connect with lights means automatically connect to the light and change the light color to yellow means, if you say means automatically the light color is changing to yellow. So based on this is like artificial intelligence supports to the app only. So these are the apps in App Store, which is in artificial intelligence apps connected to the real features, reliability. Is Google Assistant app. So Elsa app, learn and speak English, and the Robin AI voice assistant. So these are apps connected with AI, artificial intelligence, and which is specific and real. There's a reliability to do in reality wise actually. Next, we move on to the iBeacon technology. So first of all, iBeacon is nothing but it is a BLE device. So BLE is nothing but Bluetooth low energy, in which connects a device as well as the mobile. So here going to see is iBeacon technology. So iBeacon technology is another innovative technology from Apple. So that is just on the iOS app development trend. So beacons stands or wireless transmitters, and this enables users to send signals using Bluetooth technology. Having established the connection, a push notification along with a set of messages appears on the users. So let us consider this technology with an easy understand example. Let's say your potential buyer is passing by clothing store shop. As soon as he is gone to the shop, a customer passes by the shop, the iBeacon sensors will be activated. The user will get instant notification about the new exciting deals, about the goods, and they may be interested in. Yep. And another example is that, so for example, if you go any Pastanko shops or Vivek shops, you'll be having a lot of devices. So for example, if you want buy a TV or AC, so or anything. So for example, AC. So the AC is attached with the beacon device. So when you go near to the AC, so there's nothing will be in AC. So all the things you'll be getting instant notifications. In that you will be seeing what is the name of the AC, what is the turn of the AC, and how it can be giving a cool, and whether it is Wi-Fi, and whether it is how much years of warranty. So all these things, it comes under as a instant notification. So in that notification itself, we can see all the things. So with the help of the device is nothing but iBeacon. So automatically, and we can recognize that how many times you are viewing the particular store and viewing the particular product. So in base of that, you can give an offer that the AC has such an offer. So please, the exciting offer is given to you, so you can buy it. So with that offer, with the help of that technology, so with the help of offer, you can able to buy that AC. So with the help of the iBeacon technology only, we can able to know all these things. So on this urban technology also, we can know how many customers are coming to the shops and how many customers are seeing particular products. So we can segregate and we can easily identify the customers, and we can directly reach the customers too. So this is the app in iOS, so that we can download in App Store. So next we move on to the Apple Pay. So Apple Pay is nothing but in which all, if you go for a game also, you will be pay for something. So we will be paying, right? So with the help of Apple Pay only, we are paying and buying the products. So in Apple Pay also, we have so inside purchase, outside purchase. So inside purchase is nothing but, outside purchase nothing but, we'll be seeing like Amazon, Flipkart, these things and all. Outside purchase is nothing but which we are purchasing, and it can be shown like we can be able to do with the help of net banking and all. Whereas inside purchase only with the help of Apple Pay only we can able to do. For example, if you want to download and we want to see, yes, if you purchase with the help of Apple Pay, if you purchase only, we can able to see that. For example, Bharat Mathemati app, which help of Apple Pay only, you can pay, and then only we can view the profile, all the details. If not, if it doesn't payments, you are able to see the full profile of the particular what you're seeing. So Apple Pay is that the ultimate mobile wallet. In the next iOS trend, you will be noting that happening this year. So integrating the payment gateway with Apple Pay, iOS developers and programmers have made the payment process smoother, quicker, and faster. So with that, we cannot go for third parties to pay that. So within the Apple Pay, we can pay it, and the Apple Pay will get 30% of that what we pay. So the owner of the product, the owner of the Flipkart or Amazon, whoever it is, so they will be paying 30% of the profit to the Apple Pay, whichever the product is purchased with the use of the Apple Pay. So here is then we go for the privacy updates. So here we go. Privacy updates is nothing but in which iOS applications development services and renewed in the industry for the security features, and iOS 14 update reinitiated the fact. iOS 14 privacy updates came with series of features that established how security is the one thing that is left uncomprised when they build iOS apps. The changes in store control and IDFA. IDFA is nothing but identity for advisors, which have all the things. They will be having device token, which identify the particular remote device, and the particular remote device will be sent to the device token, and there will be changes to the store level control. So modification app and install attributes. So we'll be having installation and modification. That is update in every app. Will be having update features. So all these things comes under the privacy updates, and the modification is based on under the privacy updates only. So next we go for modification in geolocation access. So when we install the apps, we will be seeing that access for geolocation, allow for Google Maps and all. So with the help of privacy updates only, it shows. So without that, without the privacy, so we cannot able to download the app itself. So basically, we need privacy for downloading app. So privacy report highlight tracking companies. So if there is no privacy at all, the app will be tracking the particular apps, and they will be sending a legal notice to particular apps. So all the companies should have a privacy settings. If not, they cannot actually, they are not allowed to the publish in the app store itself. So iOS mobile app development company revising the development and development approach, ensuring that there is no loophole in the applications. However, the different trends that believe will rule 2021 and beyond, and it is the only time that these would dominate the sector, and Apple will come up with some evolutionary offering settings and basis of new features iOS development and trends. So these are the trends in the iOS which we are developing in iOS trends. Future developments have been made with these features and these frameworks. It's developed, and it is moreover with the help of these frameworks, we are the humans is very easily, and within where we are in, we can able to do the works easily within the fingertips. And with the help of this, we can able to do, we can able to pay bills, credit card payments, and health cash. So what and all is there within an app, we can see all the things where we are sitting the place itself. So these features as enhancing products in iOS, and it won't stop at all. Actually, it goes on. So it goes on means, so as a developers, we should be update all the technologies, not only in iOS, so all Android, Android, actually, AngularJS, many languages are there. So all these things we should be updated according to the year. Every year comes, so the technology updates. So according to that, we should able to update the technologies, and so that only we can survive in the technology world. So these things only these things are there. So things updated trends in the iOS. So if you need any queries, so you can ask me. Hello.
Hello, participants. You have any queries? Then unmute and talk.
About iOS and anything. What all queries you had, so I can be able to solve that.
So if any queries, you can ask or type it in chat. No more queries. Sukumaran,
Yes, ma'am.
did you want to continue? I think no questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Someone is trying to talk. Please ask your query.
How about iOS and how we can use it?
Okay, Sukumar, you have to continue. Sukumaran?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute, ma'am.
Participants from your side, any queries you can ask or type it in chat. Maran, you are going to share your screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Next, we are going to see how to be an iOS developer. So already I have said iOS is the operating system that runs in iPhones, iPod, touches, iPads, and Apple TVs. The language used to develop software iOS is Objective-C and Shift language. And here is iOS operating system support, and it's a subset of Mac OS X. Here the iOS SDK, the software development kit that allows application programs to utilize classes, frameworks provided by the SDK. SDK is nothing but software development kit. So iOS is multitasking and runs on several different devices. So same iPhone, iPod touches, iPads, and Apple TVs now in watchOS 2. So Apple provides an IDE called Xcode, and Xcode is an IDE used by iOS as well as in OS X developers. Xcode provides an interface to compiler, editor, and debugger, and code profiling tools. And the device features for the rest presenting, assume we are discussing iPhones, iPads, and iPod touches. Although Apple TV runs in iOS Apple currently and does not allow developers to create custom code for this device yet. So here is SQLite for structure database and as well as the core data too. And here media support for common audio, video, all these things comes under is formats like MPEG, H.264, MP3, ASV, AMR, JPG, PNG, and GIF. So GSM telephony hardware dependent is nothing but if you put the SIM, so we can able to track that SIM number and the phone number. So with the help of GSM telephony only, we can able to take this, and other thing we will be having Bluetooth, Edge, 3G, and Wi-Fi hardware, and now we are having 5G too. Wi-Fi hardware development, and mobile we having camera, GPS, compass, and accelerometer hardware is a hardware development, and rich development environment including a device similar tools for debugging memory and performance profiling, and cabling of mobile device is nothing but its internet access, touch screen, GPS, global positioning system, satellite based on to dominate a location, local storage, camera, media playback, phone, Bluetooth for device communication. And we can download the iOS SDK from the Apple App Store. This is only available from Apple Macintosh computers. So we cannot download other thing from Apple Inc. only. You can able to download the Apple iOS SDKs, and it's free. So to build a device and submit to the App Store, so we require to become a register to the Apple iOS developer, and we should to pay $99 per year to have a basic account. And the Xcode, the integrate is nothing but IDE. It's an integrated development environment. It consists a single window user interface consisting of the project window, jump, and navigation bars, and newly integrated interface builders and designers. So we code in the Xcode only. So with the help of Xcode only, we can able to do the coding, and we can able to see a particular app in the App Store. So these things with the help of Xcode, this is the IDE we use to develop iOS. And this is the Xcode. So here we have create new project and clone existing project and open project or file. So these things, with the help of these things only, we can able to create a project and clone existing projects, nothing but with the help of like version tools, GitLab, Smart SPN. So with the help of that, we can able to store our project to our servers. Already we seen that CloudKit, right? With the help of CloudKit, we can able to save our projects into the servers. So with these things only we can able to do. So here we follow design patterns is like MVC, model view controller, MVVM. MVVM is something but model view model. So other thing is wipe up. So these technologies we followed in the companies to develop the project. So recommended iOS development topics is that, let's see in Shift. So what and all we can see the topics we can able to know about the what and all there in Shift topics. So that is variables, functions, optionals, conditionals, for loops, object-oriented programming, strings, arrays, dictionaries, sets, class and structures, working with Shift UI and UI kit, working with UI elements such as label, text, buttons, and images, working with table views and tab bars, working with navigation and UI navigation controllers, sending and receiving notifications with notification centers, learn how to find fix bugs efficiently and with zero frustrations. Get to know Xcode and interface builders and iPhone simulators. And focus some intermediate topics like generics, closures, delegations, protocols, typecasting, debugging, and opaque types. So how do you start your project? So we'll be starting with a simple basic app idea, and we have a design and map out of app features and work out apps data structures and investigate the frameworks and libraries and set up app project and build first feature and build the second next feature when you are ready, and backtrack and keep going, and we can and don't stop the app, and we are going on it. So these are the things to be developed if you are iOS developer. Should be followed if you are an iOS developer.
Kumaran,
Yes, ma'am.
gets over,
Yes, ma'am.
or you are going to say anything?
Yes, ma'am. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Oh,
Okay, okay. In the meantime, participant, you have any doubt, ask your queries.
yeah, you can ask about how is our iOS and what is the language, how we'll be using, and how the app is uploaded in the App Store. So the working culture in Office. So if any doubts, you can ask me.
Are you going to share some of the screen?
Ma'am, hello.
வேற ஏதாவது screen share பண்றீங்களாப்பா?
Shift. Can I elaborate about shift, ma'am? About what is?
Yes, yes.
So
மியூட்ல இருக்கதா எப்படி கண்டுபிடிப்ப? மியூட்ல இருக்கதா
Mute
எப்படி?
yourself. Mute yourself.
So I'm going to explain how the shift language is going to be used. So introduction of shift is the development of shift started in July 2010 by Chris Latton and the development collaboration of many other programmers at Apple, and it almost takes 14 years to come up with the first official version, that is Shift 1.0. The shift looks ideas from taken ideas from Objective-C, Rust, Haskell, Ruby, Python, Ash, CLU, and for so many too many others to list. On June 2nd, 2014, the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference application became the first publicly released app written with Shift. The Shift 1.0 is released on September 9, 2014, with Xcode of version is 5.0. And the latest version of Shift is 5.2 released on March 24, 2020. And in the Shift, the Xcode is the newly is come as Playground. So with the help of Playground, we should install Xcode on our machine. Next, we open the Xcode from the application folder and we should proceed to accepting the terms and conditions. Then everything is fine. Then you will get the following screen. So already I've shown how to be the Xcode would be. So here, following the code taken for default Shift background windows is nothing but just we'll be putting import UI kit. UI kit is nothing but user interface kit. It is a framework. It's a default framework given by the Apple. So then after that, if you create the same program for iOS, then it will include import Coca, and the program will look like as follows. If you put Coca, then the program looks like this. Then when the above program gets loaded, it is display the following results in the playground. So
Monday courier send பண்ணுமா இல்ல காலேஜ்ல இருந்து கொடுக்கணுமா?
I request mute yourself.
சரி.
So then we should select get started with the playground option and enter the name for playground and select iOS as a platform. Finally, you will be getting a playground windows as follows the given in the string. Next, we go to the basic syntax. If we create the same program for iOS playground, it will create. We should import UI kit, and the program will look like import UI kit, and where my string is hello world, and if you print that my string means we'll be getting the hello world as a result in the playground. So next is the basic structure of Shift program, so that it will be easy for you to understand the basic building blocks of the Shift programming language. So import and shift. So you can use the import statement to input any Objective-C framework or C library directly into a Shift program. For example, the above import Coca statements makes all Coca libraries, APIs, and runtimes that forms a development layer.
Sukumaran, you are muted, I think.
No, is okay?
Yes, yes.
Then we move on to the tokens in Shift. A Shift program consists of various tokens, and the token is either a keyword, an identifier, a constant, it may be a string literal, or it may be a symbol. For example, the following statement consists as tokens. To print, okay, the test is the token. The individual tokens are separate and separate token, and test is separate token. So these things are token in the Shift. Next, command. So these things, so comments nothing but if we doesn't want that code or that line, so we can able to command that line or that code. It's like slash star and star slash like this and double backslash. Semicolons. So Shift does not require you type a semicolons after each statement in the code, though it's optional. And if you use a semicolon, then the colon does not complain about it. So whether we can use or we cannot. Whereas in Objective-C, so all the statement we should, after that we should use semicolon. Whereas in Shift, we can use or may not. So it's our wish. So however, if you're using multiple statements in this same line, then it is required to use a semicolon as delimiter. Otherwise, the compiler will raise a syntax error. So you can write the above hello world program as follows, like command as well as the semicolon, like this. Next is literals. A literal is the source code representation of value of an integer, floating pointer number, or a string tag. The following are examples of literals. So here we see is 92 as an integer literal and 42.24 like. So it is a floating point literal, and hello world is a string literal. So printing in Shift. So print anything in Shift, we have print keyword. So print has three different properties. So items to be printed, separator between items, and terminator, the value which line should end. Let's see example, a syntax of the same. So print, so items to print to be printed here, and the separator should be here, the value, and terminator, this is the value. So here the value we see here, the value 1 adds and the terminators and the separated by default. So these things are separated with the help of the print only. Then we can see the output. So if we print anything, means in the output we can able to see so what output we are going to get. So bool is that this represents the boolean value which either true or false. For example, to making any condition, whether it's true or false, with the help of boolean only we can able to do the condition. So string, this is an ordered collection of characters. Nothing but will be within a double quotes. We put within a double quotes any characters or any word. So it is a string. So character. So this is a single character string literal. So if we put a single letter within double quotes, then it is a character. So optional. So this represents a variable that hold either a value or no value. The object have a value or doesn't have a value, so it considered as a optional. Tuples. This is a group of multiple values. Let's say single common value. It's nothing but so multiple values in a single common value. You will be having a multiple objects. Okay, so multiple objects in a single value is nothing but tuples. So next we go on to is type safety. So Shift is a type safe language, which means if a part of your code expects a string, you can't pass it is an int by mistake. Shift is a type safe. It performs type checks when compiling your code and flags any mismatched types as errors. For example, var a is 42. So var a, if you type double quotes as a string, now if you type print a means the compiler above, it produces a compile type error. So this is the example shown here. So it will be shown like this as a compile error. So it cannot be assigned a value type string to type int. Var a equal to allowable. In compile time itself, it shows the error. Next, we move on to the type interface. Type interface enables a compiler to deduce the type of a particular expression automatically when it compiles your code, simply by explaining the value you provide. Shift uses type interface to work out the appropriate types as follows. So these are the examples given below. So var a is 42. If you print var a is 42, this is type double. That is, it can be a float. So var b. So these things, it's automatically, it won't. We not specify that is a string, it is a integer, or it is a float. It's not specified. It's automatically, it will be automatically taking. It is a string, or it is an integer, or it is a float. It takes automatically. So variable declaration. So a variable declaration tells the compiler where and how much to create a storage for a variable. Before you use variables, you must declare them var keyword as follows. So here we see here var, variable name, and the initial values. The following example shows how to declare a variable in Shift. So var, we'll be creating the variable name here, and this is 42. So if you didn't put double quotes as 42, then automatically the Shift takes it's an integer. So as a result, we get, when we run the program using in Playground, we get the following result as 42 as an integer. Next, we move on to the type annotations. So here we provide a type annotation when you declare a variable to be clear about the kind of value the variables can store. Here the syntax given below, where variable name, data type, and optional initial value. The following example shows how to declare a variable in Shift using annotations. Here it is important to know that is, we are not using type annotations, then it becomes mandatory to provide an initial value for the variable. Otherwise, we can't just declare on the variable using the type annotations. So var a equal to 42 and print a. So here we are doing is var b as float as a data type. So var b is 3.14159. So and print var b is nothing but we will be getting as output is 42. If 42 as it takes automatically integer, and we can also declare a data type as float. So that also it comes under. So in both the ways we can declare and we can take our inputs and outputs. So on naming the variables. So name of the variable can be composed of letters, digits, and underscore characters. It must be begun with either a letter or underscore. Upper and lowercase letters are distinct because Shift is a case-sensitive programming language. You can use simple or Unicode characters to name your variables. The following examples can show how the variables can be used. So so var underscore var. So we can use underscore also as a string, and if you print also, and we can use the language what you are based in. So when you print this, so you will be getting output. What's the print according your variable type. So here the printing variables. You can print the current value of a constant of variables to print functions and interpolate variables value by unwrapping the name in parentheses and escape it with a backslash before the opening backslash. This is the following examples given below. So var a is Godzilla and var b is 1000. So while printing in double quotes value of /var a and is more than / where B millions. So where A is Godzilla and where B is 1000. So as a print, as a result, we get as value of Godzilla is more than 1000 millions. Next, we move on to optionals. So Shift also introduces optionals type, which handles the absence of value. Optionals say either there is a value and it equals X, or either it doesn't value at all. So optional is a type on its own. Two possible values, and some is like some T and where the associated correct data types. So these are the things majorly should know in Shift language. So yeah, with this help only we can able to do a language, and we can able to create an app. Hello.
Sukumaran?
Yes, ma'am. So that's it about the
Okay, ma'am.
Shift language, ma'am.
Okay, thank you for your valuable sharing.
Yes.
I now request Mr. D. Rajkumar, Assistant Professor, MCA Department, to propose the vote of thanks. Sir?
Good morning, everyone. I hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Sumaran for presenting his ideas in the future ideas and scope of iOS. I extremely thank Mr. Sumaran for presenting this session. So not only today, he has been always active with our all department activities as the office bearer of the MCA Alumni Association, and in various symposiums and other conferences we organize. He always extends his support by his inputs. At the same time, he will be directly present in the campus to encourage all the junior students. So in this way, the department is fortunate to have one such student like Sukumaran from the 2008-2011 batch. I also thank Sukumaran for his session on iOS. So he detailedly explained about what are all the technologies which can be incorporated with iOS, and what are all the various features available in the existing iOS, and maybe the upcoming iOS is planning then the new versions, especially what are all they planning to introduce. That also Sukumaran gave an information, and again what are all the what are all the technologies like chatbot and the payment, other many things which is so specific to iOS, because it is only used with Apple phones and other things. And also he explained some basics about the Shift program, which is very important, because for as Sukumaran told, to develop to be a programmer or to develop as a part of this iOS, you need to have a very good knowledge in C. At the same time, you should know about Shift also. Okay. So in this regard, I will thank once again Mr. Sukumaran for his valuable presence on the session. On the behalf of our institution, department, and all faculty members, I thank once again Sukumaran for his lecture, and we hope in future also he will be available to share his views and his expertise. Thank you, Sukumaran. Thank you once again.
Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sukumaran.
Thank you, ma'am.
And thank all the participants for your joining.